In this video, I am going to show you a simple technique to delete empty cells and empty rows from a worksheet containing thousands of lines of data rows. I will also show how to insert empty rows in between data rows in a worksheet containing thousands of lines of data. First, let us see how to delete empty cells in a single column. In this Excel, the data is limited to just one column. You can see there are empty cells in between data. Sometimes it is one, here it is. There are two empty cells, here there are three empty cells. So if I scroll down, you can see there are many empty cells. We don't know, it is not uniform. So our objective here is to delete these empty rows and bring all the cells one after the other containing data. So the best way to do it, if we had less number of rows, is to click on the first empty cell, pressing the control key, click on the next cell, then next empty cell, like this. Suppose I had only 11 rows of data. Then I could have easily done it like this, pressing down control key, select all the empty cells. Then I click on the right mouse and click on delete. And I'm selecting shift cells up, clicking OK. So it worked. I'm going to undo my changes. But if you have 10,000 rows of data, it will take hours to press down control key and select all the empty cells manually. So Excel has a feature to select all the empty cells. So I am in the home tab of my Excel application. And I'll be using this feature, find and select. In the editing group, there is a find and select option is there. There is a drop down and it has many menu items. I'm going to use the go to special. So I'm sure that many of you might not have used this feature of Excel. So I'll show you how to do that. For that, first select all the data in the sheet. Dragging the mouse. So I have only 99 rows of data because as an example, I don't want to show you with 10,000 lines. So I am selecting this data. Then I am going to this find and select. Click on find and select. Go to special. So click on this go to special. It opens up a dialog box which has many options. So for the time being, I'll be focusing on blanks. So the fourth option, blanks. So I'm selecting blanks, which will select all the blank cells in the selected range. So I'm going to click OK. So this has selected all the blank cells in one shot without much effort. So I will scroll down and show you. See, it has selected all the empty cells, respective number of empty cells in between each row. Now I'll scroll back to the first row. Now move your mouse here, click on the right mouse, click the delete option. It will ask. So I want my cells to be shifted up after deletion. So I'm selecting shift cells up. I'm clicking OK. See, we have achieved our objective. I click on this and see all the empty cells are gone. Now let us see how to delete empty rows from a worksheet. In this Excel, you can see the data is spread across multiple columns. And you can also see empty rows in between the data. So it is appearing, the empty rows are appearing throughout the data rows, still row 97. So our objective is to delete all the blank rows in one shot. So the easiest way is to select the range till the end of, till the last row. Click on the right mouse, click on sort, select sort A to Z, which will sort the data based on the first column in the data range. See, it's sorted and it pushed all. If I scroll down, you can see it pushed down all the blank rows, and we got all the rows containing data on top. So we achieved our objective, but it changed the sort order of the data. So this is not what we had earlier when we had empty rows in between the data rows. So how to get rid of the empty rows changing the without changing the sort order of the data range? So I'll show you how. So I'm going to click undo by pressing Ctrl Z. For that, I'm going to add a new column, serial number, and I'm going to add number 1 in the first row. In pressing Ctrl, I'm going to fill this data. See, I dragged and filled the series in this new column. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 96. You scroll back. Now I will select the data range including the newly created column. So I'm going down, right clicks, sort. Again, the first option, sort A to Z. So we got the same result, but the serial number was in sequence. Serial numbers were in sequence, but now it has changed the order and pushing all the empty rows down with their respective serial numbers. So I'm going to delete all these serial numbers attached to the empty rows. I'm selecting, pressing delete button. So I deleted. Now I'll scroll up. I'll select again the data range including the newly created serial number column and select the range. Click the right mouse, sort, but this time I'm going to use custom sort instead of sort A to Z at the bottom. Now in the custom sort, I'm going to sort this data range with serial number, smallest to largest. I'm going to click OK. So this data range got sorted based on the serial number. So earlier it was a full sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So 3 is missing because that was attached to an empty row. 5 is missing, that was attached to an empty row. But still, whatever serial numbers are left, this data range is sorted based on this serial number, whatever is available. So that will bring back data, the data range sort order to the original order. So now we finally achieved the full objective. Now we don't need this serial number column. So I'll just click this, delete this. Now I got all the empty rows deleted and I have maintained the same sort order as the original data. In the last two examples, we deleted empty cells and empty rows from a worksheet. Now we will see how to insert empty rows in between rows containing data. I am going to use the Excel from the previous example. So all the blank rows are gone. This is the final version from our previous example. Now our objective is to insert blank rows under each row. So for that, I'm going to add the serial number column again as in previous example. I'm going to enter 1. I'm going to fill the series. So it filled to 52. Now I'll copy this series. So I'll click the right mouse, click on copy, scroll down, will click the mouse after the last row in the current range and click on the right mouse and I will paste the series. So what I did, I copied this series, pasted it once again below the data range. So it is repeated. Now select the range including the ones, the rows we created by copying the sequence. So till 52. Now click on the right mouse, sort, but I will select custom sort, the last option. Then I will select serial number as the sort key, smallest to largest, click OK. See, our objective has been achieved. So I inserted one blank row under each row of data. Now I don't need this serial number column, so I will delete it. So it inserted one blank row under each data row. So if I want to insert two blank rows, I'll show you how to do that. So Control Z, going to undo. Okay. Redo. Okay. Till here, I did undo till here. So one more time. So it is similar to the first one. So instead of, so I'll do one more undo. So this is the step where we copied the series to once below it. Now we will copy the same series once again for the second time. So that I have to copy it once again. Right. So I'll copy this and paste it once again. Now I will select. So instead of copying it once, I copied it twice. So then I'll select the entire range as we did before. In a second. Click the right mouse, sort, custom sort, sort by serial number, smallest to largest. OK. Now it inserted two blank rows. So if you want to insert three blank rows, you have to copy it three times. This is sequence number. So now I don't need this serial number column. So I'll Delete it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you find the information I shared useful, please like and share the video with your friends. If you did not like the video, please let me know the reasons through comments. Also, please feel free to give improvement suggestions in the comment section. That will help me create better videos in future. Thank you once again.